are.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tyler Mello, and I'm excited to bring you a project I've been working on over the past year. I'm now unveiling Transitional Movement, which is what I'll be operating out of independently out of both Evolution Fitness in West Warwick, Rhode Island, in a home-based facility, which I'll take you guys on a tour of in a little bit. Basically, what I had come to working at a commercial gym was that I didn't think my reach was able to extend to the lengths that I wanted it to, being able to only train clients out of one facility that are members of the gym and having to train at high cost. So I wanted to be more location convenient and more cost friendly to the average user. When I was training at the gym, the one thing that I really realized was that everybody's dealing with something in terms of some sort of body ailment, dysfunction, or may even be pain. And these people are still coming to us with fitness goals and they want to work with a trainer. So it can make designing and implementing a program difficult. So this is what really forced me to get smarter faster. I realized that these people are still going to do what they're going to do in the gym, but I want to develop a safe and effective program that can get them their goals, body composition wise, strength wise, performance wise, but they're also getting what they need in terms of being able to move closer to a higher quality of life and be closer to pain-free every day. It's not always about doing the flashy exercises that you see all over social media, which sometimes me and my clients, we do some really cool stuff, some really high-level stuff, and the clients I've been working with for longer periods of time, the bulk of their program is going to come from that stuff. But especially initially with clients, what we need to do a lot of times is be able to take a step back and look at the biggest limiting factor and then be able to target that first and then reintroduce some stuff that maybe we were doing incorrectly previously, and now we can really just start to build from this point going forward. So that's what really made me come up with the name Transitional Movement, because we're essentially transitioning from a former normal in terms of posture and movement and being able to take this to a higher level and get better movement strategies that we can implement and then cement into the weight room. So now I'm just gonna take you guys on a tour of the home facility and be able to show you what we got here. So this is the home base of Transitional Movement located in Johnston, Rhode Island. Once clients come in, the first step is leave your shoes in the tray. I'm not trying to make this overcomplicated. It's basically just I want to keep the weight room clean. So either bring an extra pair of training shoes, work out in socks, either or is fine with me. So as we move over here, this is a new piece that I have. It's essentially a posture grid. So once clients come in for their first session, everybody gets an assessment, and this basically helps me to formulate a warm-up and formulate their first program. Everybody's gonna come with some sort of different issues. Some things might be easy for some clients, some low-level things might be very hard for some people to understand. So I need this assessment process to be able to understand and be able to develop the program for them. So this grid helps a lot with, in terms of a static assessment, being able to see measurable asymmetries or imbalances side to side, and then we can check over time to make sure that we're making the type of progress that we want to make. As we come over here, I've got a file cabinet with essentially all the files that clients will need, all our program templates, all the handy little sheets that I'll give them to keep them motivated throughout the week, nutrition tips, whatever it may be. And I also have all of my soft tissue tools located in here. So I've got foam roller, sticks, lacrosse balls, things of that sort. And this is gonna bring us to kind of where we start our session. We'll usually go to the mat to start off, and almost every client's gonna get a breathing drill to start the session with. And this is gonna kind of serve as a reset. I believe in coaching breathing, and I think the popularity that it's gained in recent years is very well deserved in terms of the host of benefits are almost endless. We can be able to get a better rib cage positioning, which will lead to better posture. We can get some deep core musculature activation, and we can be able to control muscle tension and stress a little bit better with that breathing drill. So breathing drill rolls right into the soft tissue work, and that's gonna roll right into the warm-up that we're gonna do. The warm-up's gonna start more ground-based in nature with kind of static, low-level activation, stretch type stuff, and then we're gonna get more into standing dynamic stuff towards the latter end of the warm-up, which is gonna help prepare us for the session. So after the warm-up, if I've got somebody I'm working with who's an athlete, we're gonna do some sort of speed agility stuff to teach them how we wanna accept force from the ground and be able to put force back in that ground, whether it be change in direction or linear stuff. Every client is gonna get some sort of power or plyo type work, because as studies have shown, power starts to significantly decrease as we get older. So I want to be able to give people power work. It doesn't have to always be as intimidating as Olympic lifting. Sometimes we're just doing medicine ball stuff, ladder drills, some light hops, things of that sort. After our plyo stuff, everybody gets strength as well. So we're going to move into the strength stuff, and that's going to be just kind of straight sets. We might throw things into complexes depending on what the client's goal is. And then after our strength work, we're going to get into our finishers. So Finishers are going to be somewhat metabolic in nature, where we might be using the ropes, the Airdyne bike. We might just be doing some sort of heart rate training, and this is basically more geared towards fat loss or athletic development, but usually everyone's going to get some sort of finisher too to end off the session and send them off, give them feeling like they worked out pretty hard. So I'm going to just show you around kind of the tools that I have in here and show you some of the things that I believe in. So warm-up mat, we've got some extra mats here. I've got all sorts of bands, mini bands, big resistance bands. This is an Airdyne bike. I believe in this as a conditioning tool. I don't believe in treadmills for the terms of the joint impact that you get over time. And I think this is great in terms of the accommodating resistance and how you can get the upper body and lower body to work simultaneously. I've also got ropes hung up here, which I'll often use as a finisher as well. As we come down this way, I've got a scale for weight check-ins, and we've got plates all the way from 5 to 45, steel and bumper plates. If we come here into the closet, I've got safety squat bar, hex bar, boxes, we've got ladder, plyo stuff, anything like that will be located in here. We've got some other training tools located in here, sandbag, weight vest, things like that. So as we come here, we've got a full squat rack. We've got the chin-up bar attached to the top, barbell, adjustable bench that will go all the way from flat to 90 degrees. Over here on the back wall, you'll see we have some little tools that we use, ab roller, valve slides. We've got the TRX, as you probably saw, hung up from here. So this is a tool I really believe in, that every client's usually going to get some work using the TRX. I've got kettlebells all the way from 5 to 50 pounds, pairs of each. I've got dumbbells that go from 5 pounds up over 90 pounds, adjustable dumbbells. And then this is a really cool piece. I've got the dual cable cross that'll basically make us able to do and mimic in a safer and better way any machine that you're doing in the gym. I don't believe in sitting down in the gym and sitting there passively shooting a couple techs, cranking out a set or two. We sit enough in American lifestyle as is, so I believe that we should get into different positions when we're doing our training. Something I have over here is just a rear foot elevated split squat pad and just some cable attachments, but basically that's the facility. So just to give you guys some background on me, I'm a certified personal trainer through the ISSA. I'm a level 2 functional strength coach. I'm a level 1 precision nutrition coach, and I'm about to start attending massage school. So I attend seminars regularly, read, research all the time. The point being, I'm trying to get smarter every single day. My goal in attending massage school is to be able to work closer to having a facility where rehab and training are blended together symbiotically and working in the same facility, because I just believe in rehab being smart training. So this page, I really hope to be informative and educational in nature. So I'm not gonna hashtag my way to 1 million followers, nor do I attempt to. I don't wanna be the guy who's taking his shirt off and posting shirtless selfies, because I don't think genetics should dominate the fitness industry. We should listen to the brains here. And I believe that spreading intelligent information is the goal of this page, and that's what I hope to continue to do. I think trainers' importance is largely understated, because if you think about your healthcare system, you see your doctor 1 time a year. What do they really know about you? If my clients who come in minimum 1 time a week, I know what movements tend to nag them. I know what things are just absolutely good ideas. I know what things in their diet need to be avoided and what changes we need to make in that sense as well. I think that I never claim to have all the answers, because only a fool would do so. So I refer out often and anytime I need beats, because I'd rather feel foolish in a moment's time than try to blindly advise people on things that are directly outside of my scope. So I'm never attempting to diagnose pain, and I don't want people to think that. Rather, I'm trying to creatively put together a training protocol that can hit people's fitness goals, but also get them there in the safest, most effective way possible, so that we can maybe look to increase that quality of life over time. I think that non-contact injury going through the roof is a result of lack of movement, and when we do move, faulty movement patterns. So that when somebody just happens to twist on the field and blow their knee out or something like that, I don't think it's directly from that specific incident only. I think it's due to minor acute stresses, due to maybe putting too much pressure on one joint complex because of compensation elsewhere in the body. I may challenge previous beliefs that you have or current beliefs that you may have. But the way I'm going to say it is, I'd rather hurt you or your trainer's feelings for 5 minutes trying to get a point across, rather than not speak on things that I think are fundamentally wrong. I think a lot of times people are just unaware. I don't think it's so much apathy as it is not being aware to certain things being right or wrong. So that's why I want to be able to educate. This is a good idea. This just isn't a good idea. So it's never with ill intent, but I probably am going to challenge a lot of people's beliefs. I think it's about offering a quality service to each person that comes in the door. Regardless of who you are, I've never seen 2 clients come in the door out of the hundreds I've trained presenting the same exact issues. So we individualize and create programs specifically for that person. I think that trying to jam as many people into a group class or smoke as many people into your session as possible and then being able to give them like a cookie cutter type plan is just a disservice to them. And I don't know how you can do that and not feel awful about yourself. Recovery is something that I believe in as being underutilized. Sometimes it's as simple as getting some sleep, doing some soft tissue work, but it's sometimes if we can turn some of these muscles off that feel like they're so tight all the time, they might just be doing too much work. So it's not about beating the living hell out of yourself every time you come into a training session. A lot of trainers tend to glorify this. The fitness industry does in a weird way, and sometimes clients think that's what they should feel like after a session. So I like to educate people, yeah, you should be sore. You should feel what we worked on the day before, but you shouldn't feel like you can't get out of bed and move the next day. I love the Mike Boyle quote where he talks about, oh, you want to be sore? Come out back and I'll take a baseball bat and I'll beat the living hell out of you with the baseball bat. And you can go run and tell your friends how sore you are and what a great workout you got. And it's comical to me because sometimes it sounds like that's what people are looking for, but you can definitely achieve great things without beating yourself to the point where you feel like moving the next day is an issue. I honestly hope to be the go-to resource in terms of fitness in the community. So even if you never plan to come in and train with me, call, text, email, message via either of these social media services and contact me with any questions you might have, and feel free to pick my brain. I'm going to post informative content via short posts, videos, and things of that sort, and all feedback is welcome. So if you have any ideas that you'd like to throw my way, topics for videos or suggestions, things you want me to cover, do that. And even if you don't agree with something I have to say, open the discussion up and it's all welcome. Thank you.